Alright, so I'm going to go into a little bit of Muay Thai or Thai pads training. With Thai pad training, it's very important not to get scared when you're getting kicked, and there's the mutual respect between your student and yourself. Alright, so there's different ways to hold Thai pads. Okay, I'm not going to get into semantics, but how I like to hold it is the Thai pads come in, okay, and they're braced against my body. Alright, I do not reach out and get them. What I do is I let the kick comes to me, and then as the kick comes, I push down a little bit. I brace my body and I push down my whole body in. I never do this, because I do this, I'm only using my arm strength. And if he kicks really hard, it's going to come in and knock me over. Number two, if he's throwing any type of roundhouse kick and it's coming straight into your body, you want to try to hold it as vertical as possible. If he's throwing up kick toward, like diagonally 45-degree upward, then you want to hold it a little bit this way. Okay, if he's throwing cut kick down onto your collarbone, then you want to hold it obviously slightly different ways. Okay, so you're going to have to adjust on how you hold it depending on what kind of kick you want. So for example, he wants to kick underneath my armpit, then you will have to turn the pad a little bit this way because the angle of the kick is upward. If he's kicking through my body, then I have to hold it more vertical. Alright? Number two, now watch how I hold Thai pads. I do not place my thumb in the handle. You can do that, if you're a strong guy. I recommend not to, because if he kicks really hard or for whatever reason he throws a punch and you have your thumb on the inside, it might tear your thumb. It might give you sprain your thumb. So what you want to do is you want to keep your thumb on the outside. It feels less secure, but at the end of the day, it's all about using your whole body to hold the Thai pads, not just about using your hand. Alright, so avoid using your thumb. Okay, sometimes I use my thumb, but avoid it. Alright, so we're just going to practice the roundhouse kick for now, and I'm going to tell you guys what to look for. Okay, so guys, notice how I'm braced out. Okay, and I'm watching his hip. Okay, I'm not scared as it comes. I'm going to push down a little bit. Go ahead. Two more. One more. Okay, your partner will try to hit the center of the Thai pads. Okay, because if he hits too high, it might slip and hit you in the face. You have to watch his leg and you have to adjust, but you shouldn't have to adjust too much. All right, this is very dangerous. Okay, especially if you're training someone who's like 210 pounds. And really like strong and gets good at the roundhouse kick. Let's do it from this side, other leg. Go ahead. Okay, so these Thai pads are like really wimpy. For guys like him, I need to hold double layer of Thai pads, which I don't have today. So if you're holding for someone who's really big, you know, the typical Thai pads you get from Thailand, you know, about 1 inch is not going to do. You know, you're going to have to get 1.5 inches or 2-inch Thai pads. So once again, I'm holding it. I'm watching his hip. Go ahead. Yeah. Two more. Turn your hip more. Turn your hip. All right. So Mike's only been training for 2 months, but what you want to do is you want to watch for hip rotation. You want to make sure he contact with his shin. All right. You want to make sure his hands are up. Okay, so we're going to throw a basic Thai boxing combination, which is the jab, cross, followed by the rear roundhouse kick. Okay, so we're going to do it slowly, just so the audience understand. Jab, cross, drop, through. Okay, what he needs to do is after the jab, cross, if he wants to penetrate more or deeper in the roundhouse kick, he should take that little step. All right, that little step, that allows him to land with his shin. If he does not take that little step, the roundhouse kick is going to land, and he's going to land with his instep. Alright, that's not good. Okay, you want to try to connect with the shin. Alright? So one more time, you're going to watch. He's going to throw a jab cross, he's going to take that little step in this way. Plus it allows that mechanic to go through deeper. Go ahead. Yep, that little step. Good. So he's going to hide that step by throwing the jab cross. As the cross comes in, he's taking that step and then roundhouse kick. Alright, so he goes like this. Jab, cross, that little step, roundhouse kick. Alright, or you can throw jab, cross, that little step, roundhouse kick. Obviously in a little fight you've got to have different timing. So work the different timing. You may throw jab, cross, pause, and then step in for the roundhouse kick. Jab, cross, come right in for the roundhouse kick. Alright, so one more time. Okay, be careful. He has a tendency to push down my pad, which is fine, because in a real fight, you want to push down my hand to throw that roundhouse kick to the guy's face. But be careful when you guys are doing it with your training partner, because he puts down my Thai pads, and he kicks me, he might land on my shoulder or my face, okay, especially I'm a lot shorter than him. So, you push down my Thai pad, just do it lightly so I don't, you get what I'm saying? So one more time. One more. Okay, very good. I'm not shorter than him. Here's the rule of thumb, guys. I'm going to give you guys a little secret. Work for penetration, work for rotation, work for power, rather than height, okay? I see a lot of beginners, they try to throw high kicks, and what happens when you do high kicks, you sacrifice rotation, you sacrifice penetration, the angles of going in, all right? So when you're training, it's good enough just to try to hit the person at hip level. Okay, once you get it, you go a little bit higher, okay? For example, you go to a lot of karate schools, you always see a poster with people throwing high kick, okay? And the high kick looks spectacular. The problem with throwing high kicks when you're a beginner is that you sacrifice power, speed, penetration. Get the power, speed, penetration down first, then start looking at the high kick. So if Mike and I are the same size, he's going to go at his hip level. Come over a little bit more. So he wants to kick around here. All right? Everyone, unless you have hip problem or not flexible, you should be able to kick to your rib level or shoulder level. All right? Nothing higher than that. Work the penetration, work the footwork, work the balance. Once you get all those things down, then you can start throwing high kicks and stuff. Okay, so one more time. Let's switch it up on this side. Okay, so throw from that leg. So he should be kicking somewhere around here. All right, go ahead. Good. Two more. Good, one more. Okay, so you see he has good penetration, good hip return. After he kicks, he comes back, he's ready to fight. So we're going to throw the jab, cross, for the roundhouse kick. I'll pack her. Okay, a little bit sloppy, slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, that step. Okay, one more. Okay, good.